So this weekend we're going to try tackling a section of the Ganaraska Trail from Devil's Lake to Victoria Bridge. It's a section that's been on my bucket list for a long time and I've never crossed it off, so we're going to see how it goes. It's going to be a little chilly this weekend and we got 30 some kilometers to cover. It should take less than 3 days, but we gave ourselves 4 just in case we have problems or whatever. The going's a little bit harder. I've heard that the section in the middle is a little hard to find, so I tried to watch some YouTube videos on it and see if anybody else has done it. Couldn't find any videos where anybody actually completed the trail. Most people just go halfway down and then turn around and head back. So hopefully we get to be the first people to make a video on the whole trail point to point. Won't be that scenic, I don't think, through the middle part, but that's alright. We'll probably just try and push through that section and get home. Anyways, let's get out there. Well, we made it. Parking lot's pretty full. Hopefully most of them are just day hiking. Nona's on her first adventure in a long time. She seems pretty excited. How about you? Are you excited?
Restless.
So far the trail's been pretty intense. Up and down, already got a wet foot. Good times. This first section of the Ganaraska Trail is very scenic. You pass numerous ponds, lakes, and cool rock outcrops, but do be prepared to cross numerous beaver dams. This section is very well marked, as well as very well traveled, as it is a popular day hiking spot, so you should have no trouble staying on the trail. You'll encounter numerous steep rocky sections that you'll have to traverse. Not the most fun with a stubborn dog.
It's okay, Nona.
She didn't want to go down this one.
Good girl.
Did I mention there's a lot of beaver dam crossings? The trail is well marked with plenty of signs to help you navigate. The numerous streams you'll encounter coming down from the ravines mean you're never lacking something to look at. Sheldon Lake is just a short hike in. It's a small but beautiful lake dotted with numerous campsites that are easily accessible with just a short hike. We encountered numerous cave-like structures, some cool mushrooms, and even some moose tracks on our approach to Anson Mountain. Made it up to the top of Anson Mountain. Not the most amazing view, but it's not bad. No complaints. Apparently it's the highest point in the park. I'm pretty sure that's what I read. So we had to do the little offshoot trail and check it out. It was only like 0.6 kilometer each way, so 1.2 kilometers extra. We just dropped our packs as soon as we took off the trail and hiked up here, and feels like you're floating after carrying all that weight this morning. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a couple swans out on the lake. Very pretty. Nona, what do you think of the swans? Nona! Nona!
I don't have time for swans. Their smells.
Whew, kind of a cool little spot, little canyon. Wind is wicked right now. Well, we made it to a site on Wolf Lake, and super glad we did because the wind is not as pushy here. You can see it's heading sort of to the northeast, and we've seen multiple people setting up in situations that were not ideal. So I said to Castle that we need to keep pushing and get to the site on Wolf Lake because I've stayed here before and it's pretty out of the wind. Super glad we did because all the elements are here. We got a little bit of firewood, at least enough to get us by for the night, and no wind. You can see on the lake. As soon as you go out like 20-30 feet, the wind just gets ferocious. And that's kind of what's making us cold at this point. It's not even the air temperature, it's just the wind temperature. Or the wind chill, I suppose. So hopefully we're bedded in for the night.
Hi, it's cold. Baby, why don't we go down to... What lake is this called again?
Well, we made it to, I think, Loon Lake. The trail's gotten a little bit crazier since we got past Wolf. Or onto Wolf, I should say. It's been a little bit harder to follow, but most of the time you can see it. I'd say we've probably stopped and had to look for the trail maybe a dozen times or so. Just try and spot the next marker before you move on from that, because it's not as beaten down as the section before Victoria, that's for sure. That spot between Wolf and Victoria was super fun. Both just accepted that we were getting soaked and crossed up. Just got it over with. A couple of guys that we passed on the trail were actually stopped at it. They said it was uncrossable, and we were like, probably could still do it. This is the point in the trail in which it becomes very important that you know what your different trail blazes mean. So here's a quick lesson for those of you that don't know. First, you got your left turn, which is either marked as an angle or staggered markers. Next is your right turn, which is just the reverse. Keep it simple. And finally, you have your straight ahead, which is indicated by a single mark. There are other blazes and trail markers to learn, such as cairns, but those are the important ones to know for navigation, at least on this trail. Dopey dog. Was that fun? Oh, well, that sucked. Good detour because the beaver dam was gone. Some guys on the way over gave us a heads up on that, but they seemed to think we'd stay dry. That was not the case. Got some pretty muddy feet. And my hiking pole went in. Good times. Freaking snow! Ugh, hardships galore on this trip. Site for the final night was located near Otter Junction, leaving us only a few kilometers to accomplish in the morning. The final section of the hike follows Montgomery Creek along the top of the ravine it's carved out for itself. It features numerous cool lookouts and is worth checking out as it can be done as a day hike on its own. Nice little pond. Surprised there's not a campsite on this one. Don't know how you're expected to get from there to there. We have to go over the bridge because that's not passable right now. Unless you like swimming it. When you finally reach Victoria Falls, you'll be greeted by some intense rapids and a beautiful view of the falls from the top of the ravine. Well, made it to Victoria Bridge. It's good to cross that trip off my bucket list. Been wanting to do that for a while. Oh, super glad to see this site. Now get out there for some adventures of your own. They're waiting for you.